Alright, what's going on everyone? I'm just gonna use this video to sort of summarize and recap the first video that I had posted. And basically that was me showing you guys what I plan on doing with my stimulus check. The second one, it's not out yet, nothing's set in stone, nothing's finalized. But I'm pretty sure we're gonna get a new one because, the first one, the unemployment benefits expired today on the 31st. And next week, nobody's getting any more money. So the economy is going to go down real fast if they don't come up with something soon. They're really wasting a lot of time. So there's a lot of pressure to get this out soon. So I'm pretty sure it's going to come out soon. And basically what I'm doing, a lot of people were using this money to pay off credit cards, pay off, debt, put it in their savings. And I'm going to be doing, people were sharing those ideas with me. And I'm sharing my idea with everybody, all you guys, what my plan is. And it's going to be to take that check, put it into a Robinhood account, and use that check to make me more money and use that money to pay off my debt. So I'm doing the same thing that everyone else is doing. I'm just going a different approach about it. And my goal with this is to eventually be debt free. And once I'm debt free, I'll still have my stimulus check there for me, and I can do anything I want with it at that point. And I can basically keep doing the same strategy that I'm doing, but now I'm just building my account. It's like a savings account or a retirement account. So that's my goal with this, my mission. It's crazy because I had looked up a couple of things. 80% of Americans are in debt. I'm part of that 80%. How many Americans don't have money in a savings account? Look at this chart that was done November, like around Thanksgiving, this last Thanksgiving of 2019. You know, about 70% have less than 1,000. And of that 70%, 45% have no money saved. So this is why this stimulus check and the unemployment benefits are very important to the economy, to keep us afloat, to help people get by. Hopefully those of you who got the $600 a week in the first one were able to save some of that. And if you want, I'm not a financial advisor at all. I'm not a professional trader. I'm just a regular guy on YouTube that's using this platform to document my progress with my own money and my own account. I'm taking that stimulus check and I'm going to try to use it to make more money, to grow, to get out of debt, to become financially free, and be able to live the life that I want to live. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I still do things that I want to do, but I have a full-time job and a part-time job to get me there. So this is kind of like another source of income, another way to expedite my debt-free, mission. So that's where I'm at. This is an astonishing number right here. Same with people that are living paycheck to paycheck, how many are in debt. It's pretty crazy. Out of 328 million, this many people have less than $1,000 saved. So hopefully you're able to take this check and do something positive with it. Do something productive with it. And I'm showing you this is how I'm going to do it. In the first video I had mentioned, you should know where every dollar is going. You should know where every dollar is going to go. And if you really don't have that much extra money for anything, it's going to take you a long way to get there. And this strategy right here that I'm going to be doing is sort of how I'm going to speed up that process of becoming debt free. And basically I'm just going to be using this chart right here to tell me what I should do. You know what I'm saying? This is how I make my money, by looking at this chart right here. And if you guys want to follow along, I highly encourage you to follow along and just see my progress and my growth. I think that's very exciting for me and for anybody watching this video. Hopefully, I can inspire people to maybe consider this. Basically, I'm going to tell you guys the 3 strategies that I'm going to be doing, which is going to be credit spreads, iron condors, and selling naked puts, which is the same as selling premium or selling covered calls. You can go on YouTube and look up, how to do these things right here. In the meantime, I'll put out my own videos of when I do these specific trades, and I'll walk you through how I do it, the thought process behind it, how they work, how you make your money. And that's kind of where we're gonna go with this account. And what I'm basically doing is all the money that I make from these trades right here, I'm taking that money and using it to pay off all my stuff. All these accounts right here, This is how many accounts I personally have with balances on them. Some of them are small, some of them are decent size, you know what I'm saying? But I set myself up with a little graph kind of right here of how I'm gonna go about it. And every week, I'll do these trades every week. I'm gonna take that money out, put it in one of these accounts, and my Robinhood account is gonna basically reset to my my stimulus check. So every week, if we get $1,000, if we get $1,200, whatever we get every week, it's gonna start all over at that amount. We're gonna do these options, make money, take that money, pay these off. Right here, I'm gonna do these three balances first. Once these are paid off, I'm gonna reward myself. You know what I'm saying? It's just like losing weight. You know what I'm saying? You might want to lose, 50 pounds, 100 pounds. You're not just gonna go straight to 100 and then celebrate. You know what I'm saying? It's very important to set small goals within your big goal, because that's going to help you stay motivated and stay consistent and want to continue. So basically right here, this is, you could look at this as the equivalent of losing 10 pounds. Once I lose 10 pounds, I'm going to celebrate. I'm going to reward myself. I'm going to, maybe I'll keep doing these trades, but the money that I make that week, I'll use to go buy me something nice, go splurge a little bit, or I can just use it to grow my account a little bit bigger. So then when I go towards this account, I don't know why I did that. Once I go to this account, I'll have more money to use. You know what I'm saying? And then I'll be able to finish this off a lot faster. Once I finish that one off, because it's kind of fairly decent size. It's not too crazy, but it's big enough where I think once I get that one off, I've accomplished quite a lot, especially if I still have my stimulus check there. And then I'm gonna reward myself even better. Maybe I'll do both. So I'll reward myself. I'll go out and spend a couple dollars doing something on myself, and then I'll grow my account maybe to a certain amount. Maybe I'll try to double it, or add another couple $100s before I start tackling this one. And that's just my goal. I'm a personal trainer, so this is kind of like how I train my clients. It's very important to have small goals. Same. Maybe your goal isn't to lose weight, but maybe to get stronger. You want to be able to bench press, 135 pounds, or you want to be able to do 10 push-ups. You start with 2 or 3 push-ups, and you need to take a rest. You're not going to be able to go straight to 10. So these are my rest periods right here. This is my recovery week. My recovery day, my cheat meal. Another cheat meal after that. That's crucial. That's very key in growing. You know what I'm saying? So very important stuff right here. Once we get the checks, once this account is funded, I'll be able to go into further detail on how to execute these trades, how they work, how you get the money, how you make money. But in the meantime, feel free to go to YouTube and just look these up, and there's plenty of videos on there already on how these work in pretty good detail. That's how I learned, was through YouTube and watching, and then trial and error. I've been in the stock market for about 6 or 7 months now, right before the virus hit. So I'm fairly new. That's why I said I'm not a professional trader. You can do, I'm not going to tell you, I'm not trying to tell you what to do, but if you do follow me, that's your money still. You're using money at your risk. I'm using mine at mine's. So if you're still kind of a little skeptical on how this works, you can always just sit back and watch first. And then maybe you'll realize, like, man, this is something that I want to do now. Or maybe this isn't something that you want to do, And then that's what it is. So that's how it goes. And basically, this is a marathon, not a sprint. We're chipping away little at a time. That's the way that you're going to be able to survive anything that happens with all of this. People go on fad diets. They lose 30 pounds in a month, and they feel amazing. Then they take a break, a week off, and that 30 pounds comes back, pretty much in that week. And then it's even harder to get back. So you want to go nice and slow gains. You go on YouTube and there's videos that say, how to make $1,000 a week. You click on the video and watch it. And the only way that you can make $1,000 a week is by having $85,000, $90,000 already available to use. If I had $90,000, I wouldn't be watching a video on how to make $1,000. You know what I'm saying? So this is I think this is going to be amazing to show people how you don't need hundreds of dollars thousands of dollars to get into the stock market and to use the stock market to make yourself more money. You know, you only need $100, $200. Luckily, you know, the government's giving us money, and I'm basically using that money to make more money. So $1,000 would be, it's a nice start. You know what I'm saying? Just like I had shown before, just like I showed before on this one. How many Americans don't have a savings? 24% have less than 1,000. You know, as soon as we get this check, you're right here. This 12%. You have $1,000 now that you can put into your savings. The key now though is to stay here. You know, you don't want to drop back down to this number. So that's where I'm going with this. So I still have the same goals as everybody else. Pay off my loans, pay off my credit card debt, finish my car payment, this and that, you know, so many things that I have planned. I mean, you see all these 9 active accounts. So the same goals, just a different process on how I'm going to pay them off. You know, my goal with this process is by the time I'm done, once I pay all these off, my $1,000 is still there. So I used my check, I got my check and I used it. But at the end of the day, I still have it. So it's not like the money comes and then it goes and then it's gone. And now you're still relying on your job, your 9 to 5 for income and for extra income. You know, this is another way to generate extra income. Now you have 2 sources or 3 sources. So, and that just makes this process of getting debt free a lot faster. Or if you don't have any debt and you're just trying to build a savings, you know, your savings is just going to grow even faster. You can retire a lot earlier, you know, and by doing this weekly reset, using that money to pay things off, you know, small frequent payments like I had shown in the first video is going to help your credit score get higher. So if you're looking to buy a house, you know, if you want to refinance your car or your mortgage or all that, you know, credit score is very important, and this is going to help with that. So once, like I said, once the stimulus package is out and the account is funded, then we'll begin working on this, and that's basically what we're waiting for at this point. So, you know, everything expired today, waiting for that stuff to go through, waiting for a deal. The money should come in a lot faster. I'll get it on the account, and then it's only up from there. So hopefully you guys are looking forward to this as much as I am. And, you know, I'll see you guys once everything's set. All right, y'all. Peace.